Shall we do a career reading? It's been a while. Right, so it's going to be 2 spreads, present, future, up to 6 months. If you want to personalise one of these, because these are collective, please don't forget there's an algorithm at play. Link top of the profile. You can get clarity today from 20 quid. Well, it's 20 quid for one of these present and future ones. Yeah, get them in. We can see what's going on. So we'll start with the present spread. As always, some of this will have recently happened. Some will be in play now. It's Skyny. Some will be coming up in the next week or so. The present's always going into the past. Come here, you bugger. Right. Uno. Dos. Tres. Right. Okay. So we start off with the 5 of swords. Swords are where we think words we use. You're the figure in the foreground. There's 2 figures that laid the swords down walking away. It generally talks about a difference of idea, direction, opinion, etc. Who's going to come out on top. Now, it can be between yourself and some other personal people, but it can sometimes be a mental battle with yourself. Now, I feel like you've recently said something to somebody and then you felt bad about it. 7 of wands in the reverse. Wands fire action. Upright positions is about standing your ground. You're the chap on top of the hill here fighting off the 6 other wands or staves. It can sometimes indicate a surprise attack. I don't want to go there. It just feels like you then back down. You say something, you express yourself, and then you back down, right? Which is keeping you in the 4 of cups. Cups, water, emotions. You're the figure there, staring at the 3 cups. Stuck, bored, jaded, fed up. Too hard to see on this deck. It's a pain in the arse. I need a new one. Right, cloud, hand, cup. Okay, new opportunities. We're now stuck in this situation kind of going, when's it going to change? When's it going to change? That we're missing out on opportunities. Now, the opportunities could be elsewhere. Now, as I always say with this card, flip it round, right? Okay, so if you're not, if you know, you might still have to remain in the current energy for a period of time. You might, you know, but notice the offers that are there. Now, the offers might not be good enough. Might not pay enough, might not be quite what you want to do, but it's often enough to kind of boost that confidence, boost that morale. Let's continue. Right, heavy energy. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. 10's completion cards. Upright position, we call this a retirement card because it's coins. It's when we put a lot of energy and effort in something, we get to enjoy the fruits of our labour. It's in the reverse position, realising that you've put an awful lot of energy, time, effort into the current situation. It's not worked out. 10 of swords. Swords are where we think words we use. Got to cover it up. It's a body face down with swords at its back. Okay. Feeling stabbed in the back by your current situation, right? And I'm not, I see, I think the 5 of swords was a good thing. I think it was good that you expressed yourself, but the problem is you then back down. You didn't stick to your guns. Overall outcome card. 6 of swords in reverse. Right, so this is about going in a new direction, going into calmer waters. Now, in the upright position, there is some sorrow attached to it, hence why we've got the figure cloaked with the head down there. Yeah, it's in the reverse position. This tends to be when we're kind of going, sod this, sod them, sod that, I'm off, I'm out of here, I'm done. Now, that could be a good thing. However, it might not be the best thing because you might not have processed the emotions attached to the situation from the 10 of swords. But we'll see as we move forwards. Obstacles or blockages. Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man for me is a leap of faith card because we're stuck with the decision. Left path, right path, stick, twist. The problem is we're looking for guarantees and life don't work like that. Now, in the upright position, still stuck there, but having a shift in perspective. You've already had the shift in perspective and that's what made you speak out. But then you back down and you're hanging around in the same energy. Removing any blockages. Oh, God, don't jump up again. Got a psychic reading to do yet. World in the reverse. Right, so the world's the last of the major arcanas. It means a big cycle complete. So whereas 10s are ongoing cycles, and they can be big things, don't get me wrong, the world's the end of a big one. So when it comes to your current career, it's gone full term. It ain't going to get any better. It's hit glass ceiling time, and it's time to get into the energy of the Fool, which is the other leap of faith card, and start a new cycle. You're resisting. You need to realize that you're resisting this old cycle when it comes to your career coming to an end. You're going to have to come down, baby, because you're blocking all the table space. Right, come on down. Good girl. Right, so spread 2, future spread. This is based within the next 6 months. Just to remind you, as we're doing divination, tarot is designed to say on your current path, this is the most likely outcome. There are a couple of fixed cards in there. By that I mean the universe says it's got to happen, no way around it, but for the most part it's not. So if anything does come up and you don't like the sound of it, you can change it. You're an autonomous human being, you have free will and choice. And for all the naysayers about divination tarot, this is why we do it. We're predicting the future to see the most likely outcome so you can make the changes. Okay? Despite what people think, right? Because the argument to why you shouldn't do future readings is that it puts something in somebody's head. Well, if it predicts something that's out of your control, how can that be putting it in your head? But you can see it coming up, you make the changes, you avoid the situation. Simple as that, right? Let's go. 10 to 5, this goes chronological, outcome card being close towards the 6-month mark. Right. Right, so we've had a moment of kind of going, I've got to get out of here, but as feared, you're not processing the emotions attached to it. So 10 of Pentacles is back. This time I'm going to have to go for my more left field version of the card. It's going to be too hard to see, but start with the dogs. Got the people behind the castle walls. Because they're behind the castle walls, they feel safe and secure. Now, when it comes to career-based readings, what puts people off taking a leap of faith in a new direction is this fear of losing out on money, this fear of going, yeah, but I'm going to have to sacrifice something like a holiday if I have to take a pay cut, etc. So it keeps you trapped. Money keeps you trapped as a slave. Now, believe you me, being a full-time professional reader, is it hard? Yes. Is it frustrating that I don't get the work I deserve? Yes. But I would rather do this than go back into the matrix, do something I hate that causes me stress and anxiety and low self-worth. Because for me, you spend most of your life at work. You see your work colleagues and your boss, or in my case, the cats and the dog, more than you see your friends and family. Luckily, they are my friends and family. Yeah, so go and do something you love, right? 2 of Swords. Swords are where we think, words we use. You're the lady there, cross swords, decisions, left path, right path, stick or twist again. Problem is she's got blindfold on. So whereas with the Hanged Man, we're looking for guarantees, the 2 of Swords is burying a head in the sand about the situation. 5 of Swords is back. It's in the reverse position. You're now not standing up for yourself. You're now staying quiet. Shh, don't say anything. Let the dark side do what it wants. Just send it love. Right. Right, okay. So because we start to, this is a karmic cycle, this is a karmic test when it comes to your career. Yeah, because you mentally back down, you realize, right, I've got to sort this out. So you're going to go into hermit mode. So the hermit card in the upright position is a positive card. It talks about periods of withdrawal and reflection. What's gone right, what's gone wrong, what direction we're going in next. You'll also notice the hermit's shining a lamp. So it talks about what I call going into the dark side, shining a light on the demons, the trauma, the situation, coming out the other side stronger. 7 of Wands is back. So we're back again, but this time we're standing our ground. Are you gonna remain firm? Are you gonna remain firm? Let's see. Yes. 3 of Wands. Wands fire action. This is about going in a new direction, turning your back on the past, taking your first steps out into the great unknown. So it's about not necessarily starting a new career, but starting that journey towards the new career. Obstacles or blockages. 4 of Cups in the reverse, right? So you can tell when it's right. So people are naturally drawn to me. If you go, I just feel like I need a reading with him, and you've not necessarily seen too much of my content, or even if you have, the chances are you've been to hell and back. You're going through an awakening, or you're stuck in a karmic cycle. Okay, they're the readings that I deal with the most, right? It's what I'm here to do. I'm an activator reader. I'm here to wake you up, right? Now, believe it or not, the popularity of my readings doesn't come from my connection and divination powers, if you want to call it that. That comes from source, right? I'm just very connected to the cards. It's the way I describe it. That's how we activate you. It's about the stories of. It's about the my life experience, and it's designed. So, case in point, right? I don't talk about my dead wife for pity, believe it or not, and I know it upsets people, but I talk about it because the idea of that is that you can sit there and go, my fucking God, you bounce back from that, and I'm worried about my shitty job. You know what I mean? That's the idea of it. That's the idea of being an activator reader. Now, most of you, luckily, aren't activator readers, right? So don't try and be one. Stop trying to rip me off, right? You can't be me. People smell bullshit, right? I say this, I've got a lot of people robbing my ideas and trying to copy my content recently. Yeah. So this is a karmic test, right? So obstacles or blockages, 4 of cups in the reverse, right? So yes, you're still in that energy. You've realised there's better opportunities out there. What's going to cause the blockage is not taking action, right? Removing any blockages. 6 of swords, right? So yes, it's back again, right? So what this is saying is it's time to move on, but you have to process the emotions attached to it. It's okay to say I'm really pissed off that didn't work out. It's okay to say I've been effed over time and time again, and I'm not happy about it. It hurts. It upsets me, because if you just go right, fuck this, right, I'm off, right, it keeps you trapped. Because then what happens is you don't process the emotions, and then it's like, yeah, but it's good pay here, isn't it? It's all right. I built up a bit of a decent pension. You know what I mean? Don't waste your life in jobs that you do not like. Okay. Like I say, you spend most of your fucking life there. Go and chase your dreams. You are allowed to. What's holding you back is programming. You can't do that. You're not good enough for that. You shouldn't do that. You're this, you're that, the other. And it's not your thought processes, it's other people. Other people put that in your head. What do you think? Okay?